loves, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing another episode of Makeup 101 today. After the last video, a lot of people really enjoyed it. If you want to watch that, I'll link it below. It's about applying false eyelashes. So I want to do this new line of makeup series, basically just kicking it back to the basics, just like the staples for makeup, so you can gain a little bit at a time, because I know a lot of you guys want more beginner tutorials as well and just like basics. So today we're going to conquer eyebrows. These are my natural eyebrows right now. The sun is going in and out, so I might like change color, be warned. These are my natural eyebrows. As you can see, they're already very full. I haven't done anything to them at all, so it really depends on the person. But before I get into the tutorial of how I do mine on a day-to-day basis, just for like natural everyday brows, I would say if you're a newbie to eyebrows, rather than going into this with like worrying about your shape or if you feel like it's not right, I would highly recommend going to get waxed or threaded, but I would go and get them shaped to how you want. That way filling them in will be a lot easier, and once you have a shape that you're already really comfortable with, it's easier to work with them, and then you can always just pluck the little ones underneath that grow in afterwards and not have to worry about like reshaping and all of that by yourself. So that's my little tip first. I don't know what art is hair today. I don't know. See how this arch is not really full? One time I overplucked. It had a little trouble. I do need to tweeze underneath. That's just a little thing I do in between waxing. I tweeze and clean up all these baby hairs. But if you don't have time in the morning, we can conceal afterwards and it kind of covers those hairs. So that's also a little tip and trick. But as you can see, like my eyebrows are pretty full and I could wear them like this if I wanted to, but I like to just clean them up and make them look a little bit more like on fleek, as the youth would say. So what I'm going to be using today is my Maybelline Brow Drama. I think it's upside down. Hello? Yes. And this is in the color Soft Brown. It's a little makeup wand like this, and we are going to use that at the end. And then the first thing I'm going to be using is my e.l.f. eyebrow kits, and this is drugstore brands, and I use them on a day-to-day basis. And then the last thing I use is my NYX Push-Up Bra Concealer for eyebrows. It's like push-up bra for your eyebrows, or like, I don't know. These are great products and I use them on a day-to-day basis, so I thought they'd be good to use now because you can get them at the drugstore. First thing I'm going to do is take a MAC 208 brush, but all you need is just an angled brush like this. And I'm first going to dip it in the gel and then the powder to give it kind of more of a stick. Because if you just use the powder, sometimes it does not stick to the brow, so I like this duo a lot, and the color is really perfect for my eyebrows. It's super easy to use as well. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of fill in any sparse areas with like quick little strokes. Just like that, just to give it a little bit more fullness and depth. And then I'm going to go back and grab a little bit of gel and a little bit of powder, and I'm going to work on my arch. So all I do is follow where I want it to be, and that's why the angled brush is so important when it comes to eyebrows. And I kind of work on the upper part here, filling it in and bringing it up into the arch so it creates a really nice curve. And if you don't have a strong arch, you know, you can add as much as you want to. That's why a pomade would be better if you don't have a strong arch, because it will give you a little bit more coverage. So I just do it like that, and now I'm going to work a little bit on the bottom, and then we will conceal later so you don't have to worry too much about being like perfect. And the key to eyebrows, if you want it to look more natural, work with small light strokes. Like when you want them to look more like hairs, like flick it like this. Just give it a nice little stroke and see the difference. I'm wearing a new illuminizing foundation. I look shiny. But yeah, as you can see, it's just more full, more defined, more intense. So that's all I do. I work in little strokes here, and then I just go up and fill in the brow and the arch, and then I kind of like to also bring this down a little further as well, because my brows are not extremely long. I make sure I fill it in so the end is a little bit more strong, because I have a full part here, but I like to intensify the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the same thing over here. Just intensifying and darkening. And I also like to kind of go along the bottom here, and then you can take it and push it up. It's all about making it look like natural hair, because you don't want it to just look like bam, paint. That's why I like this kit. It's not super intense. It's just enough. And I'm going to go through and intensify my arch because my arch is a little messed up over here. Another great thing, if you feel like your hairs are a little bit too long and unruly, that's another reason that you should use what I'm going to show you later, but you can also trim them. But this brow setting gel is really amazing. It's kind of like hairspray for your brows. And then, yeah, I might take a little bit more. And I just try to equalize them like so, because this one's pretty full in the end, so I try to match them so they're both equally strong in shape and color. So I would say they're about equal right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my brow drama. And if you don't know what this is, it's just a shaping gel. So it's basically just going to add a little bit more color and set the brows in place. So you can kind of I just take the ball, and if you wanted to use this by itself, that's a whole nother thing. You can use it and brush the hair back to get extra color, but I just use this to add a little color and set the brows, so I don't use it too hardcore. And I brush the hairs up and over to give them a more natural look. And the great thing about this, see how it kind of like brushed it out so it looks like natural brows? You can kind of see the hairs flaring out, and I like that because it looks more natural than just like shoop, like straight up like they were penciled on. This looks more natural. And the great thing about the spoolie brush, even if you use a plain spoolie brush after you pencil in your brows, it softens any harsh lines so they look like more natural hairs. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here and brush the hairs up and over. Just like that. So now that the eyebrows are more full and just like, I personally love full brows, so if you don't like full brows, like I might not be the one for you, but just for shaping anyway, you can of course do them thinner, but that's just my routine. And then lastly, I go in with my NYX Push-Up Bra for Eyebrow Concealer. It just comes in a little pencil like this, and super easily I just line right underneath, like so. Not only is this going to clean up, but it's also going to highlight your face, and it also helps because it really cleans up under the brow, and it helps to bring this part forward on your face, so it really makes the eyebrows pop and look their best. And I just blend it out with my finger. As you can see, it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it really helps the eyes pop, and it helps the eyebrow really stand out. So that's all I do. It's that simple. I mean, that's what I do on a day-to-day basis, and I feel like these are more dramatic brows, but that's just how I like them on a day-to-day basis. People usually like them like this. Full brows are very in right now, so that's just me anyway. And then like looking at my full face. Sorry, I've been using the viewfinder as a mirror for a lot of this, so I'm sorry I keep looking there. But as you can see, like just with a regular face, strong brows really help the appearance stand out in my opinion, especially when you're going for like a strong brow look. And if you want to keep it even simpler, all you need is this Maybelline Brow Drama. I bought this probably about a month ago, and I really love it. I use it almost every day. If I'm going for like a quick like bam look in the morning, I'll just take this and brush the hairs up and over in place, and it really helps to add some color and set them. But yeah, if you need some great drugstore products, I love this e.l.f. eyebrow kit. If you have similar eyebrows to me in color, I would definitely recommend giving this a try. If not, just get something similar. There's a lot of brow kits out there with different colors if you want to go darker or a little bit lighter. But it's a relatively light brown if you don't want to use the gel as well. And then all you need is an angled brush and just some form of like concealer, maybe like one shade lighter than your skin tone if you wanted to like clean up underneath. And it also helps to conceal any little hairs if you didn't have time to tweeze. So I just got very up close and personal. Do not judge me. I need to wax or tweeze or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this Makeup 101. Comment below what you want to see in the next Makeup 101 because I like got so much positive feedback on this series and I actually really enjoy it. So I know contour and highlighting is next probably, but let me know. And I love you bunches and bunches, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.